Speaking of, we gotta go the opposite of dead, and we gotta talk about some people being born. We gotta talk about Nick Cannon. First of all, man. You know, this is like J Camp's like lyrical, you know,
mentor.
Yeah, like he studies his bars,
understudy. That's what it is.
Yeah, the understudy. You know what I'm saying?
Cheers.
Nick Cannon chamber music. You know what I'm saying? He's in the chambers, all right, but he's dropping the mic, man. Paul.
Hilarious.
Giving birth to them bars. Giving birth.
Oh man!
Shout out to Nick Cannon, man, keeping it moving in the bedroom with the bedroom bully.
No. Hold on, brother. Not with.
Actually, man, this is a typo up in the joint. He got 10 kids, man. Got 10. He got the 10. He got the LL Cool J 10 belt buckle on, man.
He got that Too Short single. I think it was a 10th album at the time. Getting it, getting is good.
You should be getting it.
That was a joint. Shout out Bay Area.
Yeah.
Hey, but this thing, man, he's one human short of a starting football team.
Yeah,
you try to catch up to ODB.
Mm-hmm.
DMX.
Most of the time, people don't. I don't think they plan this kind of stuff out. Do you think Nick?
Future.
Shout out to Nick too. Yeah, Future. But do you think Nick's doing this because he's sick? Do you think he's doing this because this was his plan? Do you think he's just doing stuff? Because there's so many beautiful women out here, they want to spread their wings. You know what I'm saying?
He just like to cut. He's on this Eric Benet.
Man,
you know, he's in his Eric Benet bag. I mean,
shout out to Texas Brown Sugar. This thing.
TBS
if he's got the money, shout out to TBS. If he's got the money, Texas Brown Sugar, then why is it a bad situation? He's got the money. The women are cool with it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no basic dude.
It's not that it's a bad situation. It's like it's a promotional opportunity. I think that's what Texas Brown Sugar is saying. It's setting that example. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got multiple, bro. You got multiple thotties. You know what I'm saying? That's what the bad example is. It's like you just don't care. You out here slanging without a care. You know what I'm saying? You just it ain't on Hannibal Kale's level, but at all. Right. I don't want to go there. I'm just saying, but you slanging with no regard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even know what a Jimmy is. You don't even know what a hat even means. You just out here just.
Well, again, is he doing this because he has lupus and he's been in the hospital a few times?
Bro,
like,
I don't use stuff like that. Nah, I can't use that as an excuse though, man. I mean, it'd be like somebody saying, "Man, I got that HIV. I need to live my life to the fullest." At this point, I can't.
And now I do agree with TBS where she's saying that you having these babies, but then you're not going to be in their lives.
That's what I'm saying. When you got multiple thotties, like that just ain't right. Like, how can you be like? Not to say that he's going to be a horrible dad, but you can't just be there. Like, you can't be there for all of them in different households. Is what I'm saying. Like, you can't be the best dad that you can be if you just not in the same building with
Nightmare
not with 90% of them.
Yeah.
Right. You know? Right. Well, I think that Nightmare, that was said, but that individual, when that first law was stated, he was surrounded by four rivers of resources. So
what's the chances? What's the chances?
Let's we're gonna go Bible, but that's not the platform for this. But the thing is, I think the thing though is what it comes down.
Red or blue?
But the thing is, red or blue. Hey, I think we talked about this before. So much Morpheus, but it's a situation where I have to agree with Texas Brown Sugar. Like, I thought the exact same thing. Like, it doesn't look like the best example as far as a father. And you're wealthy, you're doing your thing.
Get your Janetta Church fan. Get your Janetta.
Man, that Janetta Church fan. Now. Yeah.
Shout out to Janetta, man.
Nick
go ahead.
Big
He could. I mean,
he's way younger than us. Seeing how he's moving, that's like my problem with
this guy. Could be all he needs is like one more controversy away from being in financial ruins if he's not careful.
Yeah.
Whereas it's not like, you can't compare him to, like, say, the Mormon situation where, regardless of what you think about them, I'm just saying, like, they have an infrastructure in place to where if something happens, I would imagine things are going to be taken care of for the child or children in that situation. And I'm just using them as an example. Decent Nick Cannon gets the biggest dummy of the year award. Yeah, he does. He does.
Deshaun Watson, Will Smith situation away.
I mean, if it's planned, it's bad planning.
Flame.
You're
well, this thing does this set a bad example?
But I think Texas Brown Sugar already said it because she's talking about his decision making. So we can almost say, like, if you made these type of bad decisions, probably more than likely to make another bad one that's gonna fuck up your bag.
Well, again, this is the thing, man. Then the other thing too, he's not getting women and I'm shout out to all the women, but it's not like he's picking the women off of their motherly values. They're just IG baddies. They're DJs.
That's what I'm
industry girls. They're wilding out. They're wilding out little side pieces.
And that's that's actually a good point because from the children's standpoint, you don't know what baggage that they come with, if any. I'm not saying that they do, but you can't rule that out if they come from that ilk of the social media. I don't know where they all come from. I don't know.
You got two people making babies, but also those same two people making bad decisions.
At the same time. So it's think of it what you will, but
that's the poison pill
out of
the decision making, which is going to bleed down to them seeds. Well, not I don't want to say that because that's too strong because them seeds might grow up to be way better.
Oh yeah. We definitely want them to be like prosperous. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, and they just might be all of them. But they're in a position to where all it takes is just for one bad decision on this individual's. And not to say this hasn't been a bad decision, but from a career standpoint,
both parents have a track record of those bad decisions. That's what I'm saying. It may not be career altering bad decisions yet, but we know those typically bleed into a flip into financial bad decisions.
He's been in controversy before. Who's to say that it won't take another one to just shatter everything, not like just for him.
Like George said,
it trickles down.
Once.
Well, and this is the thing.
Fool me once, partner.
Of course, he can do what he wants to do, right?
He can.
But then, is he setting an example for the Pookie and Ray Ray, saying, "Yeah, I need to do the same thing Nick doing.
That's what I need
to go out here and bust these cheeks." You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. You got too many young. That's why I say he has a blowtorch. He has a big platform to where he can put this foolishness out there to these kids, man, to these young cats. And they see that. They're like, oh, well, I mean, Nick doing it. He have 10 kids. Future doing it. He have about 15 kids. Sip lean when he want to. You know what I'm saying? Chill.
And I think it's the fashion that kids are like the time frame too, like back to back to back to back, like back, like our iceberg says. You know what I'm saying? Back, literally in that fashion, not just there's nothing wrong with people who have 10, 12, 15 kids.
Not at all.
As long as the infrastructure is put in place with
my granddaddy had 12 kids.
But that was a different time, though.
There was a foundation put in place.
So there was a foundation, and I'm sure your grandmother was a better woman than some of these DJs.
But that's why I want to make sure that I gave Bebo his flowers and saluted him because having 12 kids ain't the issue. It's the decision making piece of it.
Let me ask you this question, dog. Let me put the coup on both of y'all. Who is a worse parent? Nick Cannon for doing this, or D Wade?
I gotta go D Wade, man. I hate to. Really, they're both, but I don't see how D Wade can't be.
Let me get my Kofi to J Camp for this one before I go in. Go you
go ahead and put the coup on my G.
You got this, bro.
Well, I'm speaking as a black father.
Yeah.
Accepting what D Wade has accepted, and basically smiled and has taken photo ops, basically letting the world know, yeah, this is okay. You going on the Gayle King type shows. You telling people, yeah, this is okay. Nah, big dog. Like, that's not okay. You basically trying to force me into accepting that situation too. If I was ever bumped up against it, and then you trying to give me reasons why I should. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, big dog. Like, to me, that's way worse than to me. That's neglect. That's like mental neglect.
What if little buddy changes his mind? She mind.
Well, that's J Camp. You got that one too.
yeah. Hey, you the father. For you, the father.
Well,
on the panel, my
you are the father.
I mean,
toast to you, brother. Toast.
Like we talked about on Texas Brown Sugar Show, you can't renege at that point. Once you made the decision
on the nig.
Once you made the decision to basically accept Morpheus's left hand, that blue boy,
pill.
Once you made a decision to take the blue boy, there is no getting out the matrix.
And this is what I'm saying, D. Like, hopefully she don't change she mind. And then the other thing is it, again, D Wade was normal before he met Gabby. So
yeah, he snatched his
Mr. Gabby.
He snatched his kids out of a bad situation
and went to a worse one though.
Right, it's what I'm saying. Like, we saluted him for that, but then got that Hollywood gene and completely flipped him on his on his.
And we know what Hollywood can do to children.
Man, you out there like Macaulay, the Flash, the cat that's playing the Flash.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shia LaBeouf, all them cats, man.
Corey Feldman,
man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's savage out here.
All the needs on different strokes and bull.
The pause.
Cuddy.
There's so much stroke.
Hey, but we really do hope that Nick Cannon is, at least for, what he's on right now, doing the best in terms of support for his child or for children, for his 10 children. 9 going on 10 children. Like, I hope that he has something planned out to where he's being in their place.
Brown sugar.
Yeah, you can't renege. You can't renege, man.
We heard the whole conversation.
We heard the whole convo. You can't change your mind. But this is the thing, though. I don't think the women are like, hey, man, I want the provision that comes with being with a guy like Nick, and also I'm if I can't be Miss Nick Cannon, at least I have the seed, which is guaranteed bread. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just a sign of times how people really don't value family. They just value, I wouldn't even call it legacy, really. I think it's just being the bag.
People don't,
they look at kids like a bag. So,
And people don't value character at all. Like that's when you could just say you're good with just slanging and sticking your meat in anything, you basically say, you know what, man? I don't give a damn. Like, I'm if I don't make it to heaven, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the way I look at that type of movement.
D, I saw a little kid wearing a bonnet at Walmart. I thought it was a little ugly girl. So I was like, how you doing, ma'am? How you doing, ma'am?
But that's
and then he turned around, what you say, nigga?
But what D
milk
is saying,
he was one of the milk and cookie kids. I said milk and cookie.
But what he is ultimately saying is that's the product of that D Wade mental of accepting the bonnet as natural. Nah, bro, ain't nothing natural about it.
Well, and then this is the thing. TBS is saying how is he picking these women? It's just like every other man, especially like executive dudes, they pick the women that are closest to him. So you're picking women on and I know. So he's picking the wilding out girls. He's picking the DJs because he's he's throwing parties and events. It's women that are closest to him, man.
Literally.
Yeah.
He needs to do. See, he ain't running his business like Hooters. Hooters has the female picking the. Well, I'm saying should have been having other females picking the models, man. Koofy.
Hey, go ahead, B-Bo.
Oh man. Hey, no. Jay can't work very well. He can have my Koofy too. Yeah. It fits you so well, Jay Camper.
So well, Sir Paul.
Yeah.
But
D Wade would have been the one picking the Hooters girls, though.
Blouses. Blouses. I want the blouses.
Oh,
he might have been in that Sus Diddy Grove too.
Man.
But again, shout out to the babies. We love them babies. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's like
fresh out for the kids.
It might be a fumbler, man, because you fumbled the Mariah Carey situation. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And then you having babies by just random women. Like
Mariah was on that ham sandwich.
Reason, but it's weird.
She was on that ham sandwich real heavy though, without the Spice King seasoning.
Man,
no Spice King seasoning.
I think he was like, yeah, man.
None of that all-purpose, none of that poultry season.
He was probably like, "You're not Asian gracefully, and I got this show, and I got plenty."
She had that meatless. She had that pot roast down there.
Yeah, right.
She had that dangle now.
Yeah,
the Bo dangles now.
She got that casserole, boy, down there. Name your casseroles. What
that loose roast beef. You know what I'm saying? We have the meats.
Nick was like, "Nah, I can't rock with you no more, shorty."
Like, man,